first upon him to put him to death, and afterward the hand of all the people. Who's he talking about? For all y'all that, oh, it's too hard. That's why y'all can't deal with it. Because you're a bunch of weaklings. Listen, verse 6. If thy brother, the son of thy mother, that's your blood brother, the son of your mother, or thy son, your own son, or thy daughter, or your own daughter, or the wife of thy bosom, your wife, or thy friend, your friend, which is as thine own soul, entice thee secretly, saying, let us go and serve other gods, which thou hast not known, thou nor thy fathers. Like all these different religions that they have today. What do he say? Verse 9. But thou shalt surely kill him. Thine hand shall be first upon him to put him to death, and afterward the hand of all the people. This is what we did. And thou shalt stone him with stones, that he die, because he hath sought to thrust thee away from the Most High thy power, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage. That's why you got to know these truths. You got to know these laws, statutes, commandments, and the prophets, and the New Testament, everything in between, dog. You got to know this. Because there are people that, I mean, it tells you. Go to Romans. There'll be people that speak very well. Y'all think they all that. But you don't really know behind the scenes. Like you say, secretly. You don't know a lot of these people that's teaching secretly. You don't know anything about them. Behind the scenes, what they really about, or what they really dealing with. You don't have a clue. You just looking at what you hear in front of you on the internet. A lot of you. That's the only way you know any of us is from the internet. Romans 16 and 17. Listen, now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them. So you hear all these preachers of priests or Israelites, no matter who it is, that's teaching something contrary to what you have learned. And hopefully you learning the truth. I mean, I don't get all who's coming up against what I'm saying. All this are listening, they listening. So what am I saying that's wrong? So it says, hey, now I beseech you, that all praise to the Most High. His word, it's not mine. I'm just a messenger. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them. You have a right to avoid them. This is why. For they that are such serve not our power, Hamashiach. I don't care how much they say. Yahushai, Jesus Christ, Mashiach, Yahushai, or Yeshaya, or whatever name they use. Yehoshua, Yeshua, whatever name they use. They serve not Hamashiach, Yahushai, the anointed Savior, but their own belly. It's about their own, so that's why I say you gotta watch. Because some people, they really like the prestige and all that. You better watch out. You know. They serve their own belly. And by good words and fair speeches, they speak very well, deceive the hearts of the simple. A lot of you simple-minded. That's why I say they deceive the hearts or the minds of the simple. See? He called you simple. He told you in Proverbs, go to Proverbs, the book of Proverbs, you simple ones. You know, some of you don't even realize how simple you are. You just gullible, you know, and they take advantage of you. Proverbs 1 and 22. How long, you simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. See? Scorners gonna come against this. If it was wrong, they would come against it. But fools hate knowledge. That's why the knowledge that's coming forth in the spirit, they'd rather see somebody over there arguing in street teaching, or verses this, Hebrews like verses that. That's what y'all like. Y'all like confusion and a whole lot of people coming against the word. How you be edified? When it comes down, one day you ain't gonna be able to get all this. You say, okay, well, let me see what you have learned from somebody out there arguing and fighting and going against all the word. This scripture, go to this scripture, cut them this way, that way, this way, that way. Next thing you know, you don't know nothing that you should know because you ain't studied all these different topics of the Spirit of the Most High. That's right here. So if it's wrong, then where they at? Where the challenge at? Through the power of the Most High, about show myself on the shot in word and in deed. Where's it at? You don't see it because it's not there. That's why you got to be aware. You got to be aware of people. Just because someone, like you say, fair speeches, they speak very well, deceive the hearts or the minds of the simple. That's why he said somebody bring something else outside from what it is that the Most High is telling us in this Bible. You better ask them, 1 Thessalonians 5:21, prove all things. Prove it. Show me the scriptures to back up what you're saying. And not just 1, 2 scriptures. Give me pages of scriptures. Because the Most High's word is as such. Especially certain things. You need pages of precepts to prove what you're saying. Or just let your mouth be quiet. Go somewhere and put your head in a hole somewhere. You can't hear nothing. Deuteronomy 13:10. Thou shalt stone him with stones, hear that? That he die, because he hath sought to thrust thee away from the Most High thy power, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage. And that's what all these so-called religious people are doing. Taking you away from the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Because they say, hey, if the Most High the power of everyone, then how can it be the power of Abraham, who had a son named Isaac, who had a son named Jacob, who was the forefather of who? The 12 tribes of Israel. You understand? How is that? How can he be the power of everyone when he say he's the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? That's his name forever, the memorial to all generations. Mashiach Shai identified him as the power. And I don't say God, because the God is dog spelled backwards. The Europeans invented the word dog. That's one thing they invented. They put in the Bible, yeah. So the power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob. And Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. That's what he said. That's what he called him. You see, so he called him father. Verse 11. And all Israel shall hear and fear, and shall do more, it shall do no more any such wickedness as this is among you. You hear that? You're supposed to be doing the wickedness that would cause you to go away from the Most High. When the Mashiach said, hey, they not gonna come to destroy the law of the prophets. That's all they had to go by, people. Was what? The law and the prophets. They ain't have no New Testament. Like these churches going all up in the New Testament think they bring us something heavy, and it's not. All they had to go by was the law and the prophets. That's all they read was the law and the prophets. They didn't read no New Testament because the New Testament wasn't compiled as we know it today. It's written for us, y'all. It's written for us. And Allah y'all to the Most High for allowing us to have this. Look at Acts 13. This is after Mashiach sent it to the right hand side of the Most High and sent his Holy Spirit in the second chapter. This is what it says in Acts 13:15. And after the reading of what? The New Testament? After the reading of the law and the prophets, the rulers of the synagogue sent unto them, saying, Ye men and brethren, the Israelites, if you have any word of exhortation for the people, say on. See? But my main point coming here is like I'm telling you. Verse 15, and after the reading of the law and the prophets, the rulers of the synagogue sent unto them, saying, see? What were they reading? The law and the prophets. So that's what your New Testament buffs. They didn't read no New Testament. You mean to tell me they read Revelations? Anyone that lived between Matthew and Jude. No, because Revelation was written approximately 90 to 96 AD. We fell as a nation between 65 and 70 AD. We was fighting and fell in 70 AD. So this Bible stops at 65 AD when the war started. So no, Revelation was not written or scribed before we went into this war with the Romans, the so-called Italian Caucasian, who was a superpower of the earth that surrounded our city as Mashiach prophesied it would happen. For 5 years. In the last battle of Masada in 70 AD, we fell. That's when we ran into the interiors of Africa, in different places, to hide from Roman persecution and slaughter and rape and pillage, just like it was when they came here in 1492, and they brought us over here in 1619 and so forth. The things that was done, they was already doing those things, had already knew how to do those things, had that in their spirit. As Esau said, when my father Isaac is buried, I'm going to kill my brother Jacob. He didn't do it. When he put that vow out, and here we are now. Unless you get your head in a hole, for real. You can't see what's going on. You can't see it. It's happening. Deuteronomy 13 and 12. If thou shalt hear say in one of thy cities, which the Most High thy power have given thee to dwell there, saying, certain men, the children of Belial, are gone out from among you, and have withdrawn the inhabitants of their city, saying, let us go and serve other gods, which ye have not known, then shalt thou inquire. You make search, and make search, and ask diligently, and behold, if it be true, and the thing certain that such abomination is brought among you, thou shalt surely smite the inhabitants of that city with the edge of the sword, kill them. That means the people that live in that city, kill them. Destroying it utterly, and all that is therein, everything that's in that city. And the cattle thereof with the edge of the sword. Go in there and kill everybody, he said. Look, Exodus 15 and 3, last I read, said the Most High is a man of war. He just said, cursed be him that holds back his sword from blood. It says, verse 16, and thou shalt gather all the spoil of it into the midst of the street thereof, and shalt burn with fire the city, and all the spoil thereof with every whit, for the Most High thy power, and it shall be an heap forever. It shall not be built again. So it's going to be burned down. It's going to be a heap that look like a burned up city. And burned up spoils mean everything that they have. Their riches, everything that you look at that you might want, he said, bring it into the middle of the city and burn it right along with the city. Don't take nothing. Because all they had on those clothes when they was dealing with idolatry, following Belial or the devil. Verse 17, and there shall cleave not of the cursed thing to thine hand. Don't bring nothing. Don't put nothing in your hand of the cursed thing, that the Most High may turn from the fierceness of his anger and show thee mercy, which is not getting something that you do deserve, and have compassion upon thee, and multiply thee, as he has sworn unto thy fathers. Who's our fathers? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. When thou shalt hearken to the voice of the Most High thy power, to keep all his commandments, which I command thee this day, to do that which is right in the eyes of the Most High thy power. You got to do what's right. And what is that? Keeping his laws, statutes, commandments. Following his laws, statutes, commandments. Oh yeah. That's what makes it right. Just a moment.